I found out about gosh, I hate to admit this, but I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw a reel about this thing called AppSheet where you could build an app without having to know how to code, right?
Okay.
So I built the first version of the app myself.
Yeah.
And began to start a service business with that. Started with my own farm, and we were seeing really positive results. So then the neighbors kind of found out, started doing their fields, and now we're here at the Land Expo, sponsored by People's Company. That's they've been putting this on forever, and they became a client of mine. So I've been doing a lot of work with them, and they do an amazing job with their soil. Can't say enough good things about People's Company, but yeah, that's kind of how it all snowballed. I realized that a lot of people wanted to just kind of do it themselves rather than having, and I can only cover so many acres, right? So I released the app it's on all the app stores right now, Android and iPhone. We just released last fall, but we already have almost 200 users in 27 different countries around the world.
My goodness.
So it's really evolved from just row crop to now we're seeing orchards and vineyards and lawn care and turf management. We're seeing soccer fields in Dubai, and we're in all these strange, corners and pockets of the world that didn't expect to see, but couldn't be more happy that people are really starting to adopt this tool. So yeah.
All right, so everything we've said on this podcast has been so good to this point, and either you are the most blessed human that's ever walked the face of this earth, or you're like, we haven't gotten to the hard stuff yet. So take me through the journey and what are some of the pain points? I know for myself, it was hiring and talent management and that, and I was great at creating podcasts, not great at running a business. So what does that look like for you?
Oh gosh, some of the pain points are, soil can be very variable, right? And there's other things that impact compaction other than just your wheel traffic. So soil moisture can have a really big effect on how hard the soil is, right? Makes sense that mud is more hard than, just a piece of clay. So that's been tricky. We had to, build tools to account for that in our software, which took some trial and error. Some of the other things is, a lot of people aren't necessarily super receptive to brand new technologies. That farmers sometimes are not. They can be pretty resistant to change. So that's been a big thing. A lot of people are, my grandfather did it this way.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm going to do it this way.
Yeah.
And that it makes sense for a lot of things that, don't need change. But we've just seen the damage on our farm and how we've lost so much organic matter and the health of our soil over the years that, it's not sustainable. And it's time for, that our generation has tools that we can do so much more than our ancestors did on the farm, right? So those have been some of the challenges we've dealt with, and we still deal with to this day. But we build and we grow and we evolve and we get on podcasts and share our story with the world.